Hi everyone, this is Patty from Patitudes. Today I want to show you a small recipe mini book that I made. It's not my own design. I had found it in last year's copy of the Paper Crafts Holiday Cards book. And if you have this book, it's on page 109. I believe it's 109. Yeah, 109. And this was the one that I designed mine after. They had put their recipes directly onto the pages. I went ahead and made pockets in mine, so mine's a little bit different. What I did is I took 2 strips of 5-inch by 12-inch craft cardstock, and I scored it at, I believe it was 5-inch intervals, and then I had 2-inch flaps on the 2 strips that I did. And then I just adhered the one strip to the 2-inch strip, and then I adhered this black cardstock to the front. So I can put all the dimensions onto my blog when I post my blog post showing it, and it'll have more pictures on there too. But what I did is I used craft cardstock, and then I used black paper tray ink cardstock. And I don't know if you've ever used paper tray ink products, but their paper is just wonderful. I discovered it because I had seen it on someone's blog, and so I ordered it because I can never find a decent cardstock where I live for cards, and I don't like flimsy cards. When I make cards, I want to make sure that they're going to stand and they're going to withhold any embellishments that I put on it. And paper tray ink paper is just, it's amazing. It's beautiful. So I'll put the link down in the bottom of my video here, and if you want to go check it out. They have other things too. They have items you can alter. They have stamps. They have dies. They have all different kinds of products. And I've always been very happy. I've never, anything I've bought from there, I've always been very pleased with. Okay, for the front of this, I used a cork that I had. I just die cut it with my, using my Nestabilities, my scallop circle Nestabilities, and I did the same with the cardstock. The letters are from Jelly Bean, and they're called Craft Mini Black Alphas, and they look like this. I really do like these little mini alphabets. They're fun to work with. The word recipe I cut out using one of my Sizzix dies, and it's called Cat and Mouse. I have a lot of these dies. I don't know if you can see it or not. The letters, and so I try to use them whenever I can because I don't have a Cricut, so I do not cut. I don't die cut any of the letters that I use using a Cricut. I always either use the little sticker ones, or I use thickers, or I die cut them with my Sizzix dies. The ribbon is May Arts, and the paper line that I used for this is from TPC, and I used several different ones from their collection. The collection is called So Delish, and I used Spice Rack, Utensils, Stripe, Everything But the Kitchen Sink, and What's Baking. Now, there's 4 pockets on each side because the mini book has the cover, and then it has the back cover. I didn't put a pocket on that. And then it opens up to show 4 pockets. And it's the same on the other side. And what I did is I took my EK Success brackets punch, looks like this, and I used it for my edges on my pockets. The pockets are just probably big enough to just slip a few recipes in that maybe you cut out from a magazine or from a paper. And what I designed this for was just as a temporary holder until I decide if I really want to make the magazine or make the recipe, or if I want to put it into the computer, type it in there and save it, or if I want to scan it or put it into a recipe book. And that's one of the reasons that I made this, because I generally have a pile of stuff that I get here and there, and I didn't even design recipe cards because it's not really big enough. It's just big enough to slip a couple recipes in until you decide what you want to do with them. What I did use for my stamps is a stamp set from Fiskars, and it's called Recipe Madness. Has a lot of different stamps on here that I'll be able to use if I want to make another recipe book. I can use them on recipe cards. There's all different things that I can use them for. So this one I did as appetizers and snacks. I did a bread one, a sandwich, and a salad. And then if you turn the book over, I did soups and salads, or soups and stews, excuse me. I did meats and main dishes, veggies and side dishes, and desserts and sweets. So it was really pretty simple. It wasn't very complicated at all to make, and it'll be it would also make a nice little gift if you were making like a little recipe book for someone, and if you had recipes already on cards, you could stick those in there and wrap it up and give it to them, or you could just give it to them and let them put their own recipes in. Like I said, I just designed it as a temporary holder for recipes that I need to decide what I'm going to do with, and I have a lot of recipes, so this will work out pretty good. I will put the paper tray ink down at the bottom, and I'll put the link to my blog. And when I get the blog post finished, you'll be able to see the pictures close up, because I did take several pictures of it. So thank you for stopping by today.